absolutely unbelievable. It's a tie game! Woo! Finally! Go Leafs, go! It's not baseball, but let's see a rally. Let's go Leafs!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Maple Leafs Media. As always, I'm your guy, Jake. I've got Clarky along with me today for this pregame show. How you doing, Clarky?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on. Hopefully everyone's doing good tonight.
Yep, thanks for joining. And tonight we're going to see the Toronto Maple Leafs continue their 6-game road trip. They're playing their 4th game of the 6-game road trip in St. Louis against the Blues, who are coming into this game on a 3-game win streak. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. St. Louis Blues are looking solid so far this season. Toronto Maple Leafs coming in off of a disappointing loss the other night to the Arizona Coyotes. They've lost 2 of their last 3 games. Really disappointing loss against Arizona, but
tough road trip so far.
Quite the performance from Vejmelka, the Arizona Coyotes goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, thank God we have Campbell, because otherwise I'd want Vejmelka on our team.
Yeah, I mean, he looked solid out there, and he doesn't get much goal support either. That's something that is definitely worth noting. Young goaltender, and on a struggling team. Jason Brooks here says, "I thought the Leafs played a good game against Arizona.
Brooksy.
They really did outplay the Arizona Coyotes, and Vejmelka was hot. The Maple Leafs got goalied that game.
Like that Gino Reda show, that's hockey, though. Sometimes you run into a hot goalie, nothing you can do.
Definitely. But for the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's been a rough road trip. Like I said, they've lost 2 of their last 3 games on this road trip. And we've seen comebacks in 2 of these games. Going back to the Vegas Golden Knights game, the Leafs were up 3-1. Golden Knights scored 2, push it to a shootout. The Leafs ultimately came out on top that game. But that was the game right after the 4-1 comeback loss against it was a 5-4 comeback loss against the Colorado Avalanche when they held a 4-1 lead. So
wait, hold on here. Norma, you guys sound boring. You know what, Norma, we got a lot of jitters tonight because there's 2 really big games. We got the Buffalo Bills and we got the Toronto Maple Leafs, okay? That's why we're nervous right now. We're nervous, Norma.
Clarky's nervous. Well, yeah, I mean, the St. Louis Blues are a fantastic team. Toronto Maple Leafs also playing a fantastic season for the most part this year, but just been on a tough road trip here. So what's your level of concern after these past 3 games for the Leafs?
I'm nervous. I'm really nervous right now, The Leafs are doing Leaf things, the Leaf way, the old let's choke in the 3rd period, the 2nd period, doesn't matter the period, we're going to choke, Leaf way type thing. And I'm not happy right now. And they've played some good competition of late. Well, I mean, Arizona is not the best team, but they've been rough. Rough's the only word I can think of right now, because earlier in the season they were really good, but like Norma saying, we're boring. The Leafs have played boring lately, so let's go. Let's go.
It seems as if some of these old demons are coming back to haunt the Toronto Maple Leafs here, but the Maple Leafs, they need to respond tonight against the St. Louis Blues, who are a fantastic team, but the Blues have 7 players in the league's COVID protocol list, and they're really hit by this. Braden Shen, David Perrin, Colton Parayko, Pavel Buchnevich, Scott Perunovich, Logan Brown, and Vladimir Tarasenko all into the NHL's league protocol. So that's quite the hit to the St. Louis Blues roster.
Yeah, that's a hit right now. I mean, every team's going through that. So, I mean, Blues fans, if in your hair, that's not an excuse. Leafs got some guys out too. But yeah, that's all. That's a lot of big names out of the lineup right now, and some of those players have been having a great season. Tarasenko, Perron, Shen, Pareko, Vucevic, they've all been having a great season. So you know what? It's good news for Toronto tonight, but we got to capitalize. We got to take advantage of the opportunities.
And as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, you mentioned that they also have players out. They will be getting Mitch Marner and Pierre Engvall set to return tonight from the league's COVID-19 protocol. So that's a massive boost, getting Mitch Marner. And you'd like to see Pierre Engvall really try to solidify his role on this team again. We haven't seen him in quite some time. And
Yeah,
he
he's
could
been out of the
definitely,
lineup.
yeah. I mean, Nick Ritchie was waived. Then we saw Pierre Engvall go into the league's protocol, and he didn't really get the opportunity to, take that spot for his own.
Yeah, I guess you could talk about. There's a couple spots on the Leafs right now that are still up for grabs. I think some players are still fighting for a position down the stretch. Engvall, we could put him in that category. Mikheyev, Ritchie for sure. So there's I don't know if you can think of some others you believe in that category, but there's definitely a few players that are fringe starters or fringe solidified in the lineup. But right now, still unsure about them.
Yeah, there's a lot in that category right now, and not only did the Maple Leafs get those two players back, but we saw three players headed to the league's protocol as of Friday. This happened Friday. Justin Hall, Andre Kasha, and Nick Ritchie replaced into the league's protocol. So they got some players back, and then you get two back, and you get three going into the protocol. That's tough, but
Yeah, well, that's the world we're living in right now, and
it
what can we do
creates
about it?
it creates opportunities for other players in the lineup. You're going to see Timothy Liljegren playing a bigger role tonight in the absence of Justin Hall. Expect him to be playing with Jake Muzzin.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Let's get to some comments here. What do you got?
Jason Brooks says Leafs seem to have missed Marner in the last month. And of course, anytime you're missing a player the caliber of Mitch Marner, you're going to miss him. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's been on the lineup recently too. So Brooksy, 100%, you nailed it on the head right there. Amazing comment, Brooksy. Keep them coming.
JB says, is Clifford the ex St. Louis Blue in the lineup? I would assume so. I'm not certain, but I would expect that with Ritchie into the pro. It's possible. Ritchie and Kasha in the protocol, so definitely a possibility.
Yeah, he might be in the lineup. Yeah. Go to that comment, Roger. Go Leafs, go! Wow, I love that comment. I love it. Attaboy.
Showing the passion for Leafs Nation there.
Beat the heart to that one.
And Alice too. Shows right on. Go Leafs.
Alice. The heart was a nice touch. Let's get some Leafs hype in here.
Jason Brooks says it's the next man up mentality for the Leafs, especially for the younger players. And that's the mentality that every team in the league has to take. That's the approach you have to take, and especially in today's day and age with the pandemic. And I mean, this is a mindset that's been really pushed into the minds of athletes, not only in hockey, but in all sports, I think.
Yeah, sports, and you could even generalize it out into society, like right now we're just living in times where, you got to get through it. And whether it's part of a team or the workplace or family or in general, it's just next person up. And if you can help out, go that extra mile. And that's what we need from some of these players right now in the Leafs is step up, and the opportunity is there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. And yeah, we're going to need to see some of these younger players step up. Timothy Liljegren's one that stands out to me. Young right-handed shot defenseman. He's going to be, I'd assume he's going to play with Jake Muzzin, and that's someone that's a great mentor for a young defenseman.
We have a potential Justin Bieber in the chat, apparently. Did you see what Henny M said here?
Yeah, so he's asking.
Saying, JB, are you Justin Bieber?
Who knows? Maybe. But St. Louis Blues tonight, well, not the Blues are 15-3-2 at home, and at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, the Toronto Maple Leafs are gonna have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, there's going to be fans down there. It's not like Ontario. There's going to be a lot of fans in the stands.
Yeah, there should be, yeah.
Henry coming in with some of our comments here. We talked about this earlier, but thank you, Henry. He says, "I see the Blues have 6 players in COVID protocol." Yeah, that's a big number.
Yep, it's gonna be tough for them. Again, I'll show the Blues that are in protocol. It's not just it's some high quality players here. You have Braden Shen, David Perron, Colton Parayko, who is a top shutdown defenseman in the NHL, in my opinion. Pavel Buchnevich, he's a very solid forward. He's been putting up great numbers for them. Scott Perunovich, Logan Brown, and Vladimir Tarasenko, their top sniper.
Yeah. Yeah, again, that's a lot of names out of the lineup for the Blues. So hopefully the Leafs can capitalize. That being said, the Blues still have a pretty good lineup with some of those guys out. They're still a solid team. So it's going to be a tough game no matter what.
Absolutely. You're going to see the likes of Jordan Bennington in goal. You're going to see up front Jordan Kyrou, Robert Thomas. The St. Louis Blues have the ability to win some games and grind them out, especially in the
James Neal. James Neal's playing.
There you go, James
Former
Neal.
sniper.
In the absence of some of these players, they're going to really have to grind it out and rely on their defensive play style to grind this game out.
I think James Neal gets a goal tonight. I hope not, but I'm saying he's going to get a goal tonight.
That's your prediction? Do you have
for the Blues?
Do you have a score prediction for this? And
I haven't even thought about that.
In the comments,
score predictions.
I'm putting you on the spot. Anyone in the comments section, do you have a score prediction for this game?
I'm gonna say you go. Fine. I'll go first. 4-2 Leafs.
Okay. They're
gonna rebound this game. 4-2 Leafs.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a tightly contested game. I think it could go back and forth. You said 3-2 Leafs?
4-2.
4-2. I feel like the St. Louis Blues could grind this game out and really wear down the Maple Leafs. I know they've got a lot of players sidelined, but I'm going to take the St. Louis Blues 3-2 in this one, and they're going to be doing that in overtime. That's my score prediction.
Let's see some other ones here.
Jason Brooks has got 4-2 Leafs. Chris Patterson says 3-2 Leafs. Go Leafs Go says 5-2 Leafs. And 4-1 Leafs, Jordana says. So, I got a lot of Leafs. I took the St. Louis Blues tonight. I just feel as if their play style, they could...
Well, you're a Blues homer. Like, you might as well change your channel name to Blues Leafs Media. St. Louis Blues Media. That's what you should change your channel name to, because you're a Blues fan now, as far as I'm concerned.
Sure. Well, speaking of the St. Louis Blues, they have quite the interesting statistic here. The St. Louis Blues are tied for the second best power play in the NHL with none other than the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it's safe to say that special teams could definitely play a massive impact in this game.
Yeah, they got Barbashev, Thomas, Krug, Ryan O'Reilly. They got some weapons on their power play. We'll see. I mean, the Leafs penalty kills wasn't bad lately, I don't think. So
it's one of the top units in the league.
Yeah, and they have. I guess they have. What, Engvall was on the penalty kill, right? He's out tonight, so they're missing a couple pieces too. Hall usually.
Engvall's returning tonight. Engvall returns tonight.
Oh, he's I thought you were saying he's still out tonight.
They lost Kasha on their penalty kill. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so then that's another piece gone. I mean, the Leafs are just going to have to, again, the next man up mentality. And hopefully whoever fills in that role can – hopefully the Leafs don't have to penalty kill, but if they do, fill out the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to take penalties, and I know that the Maple Leafs have one of the top penalty kill units in the NHL to combat the Blues' lethal power play, but you just don't want to give them an opportunity on the power play. And same goes for the St. Louis Blues. You don't want to be taking any costly penalties against the Toronto Maple Leafs because both these power plays are lethal. They have opportunities and they are likely to cash in.
Henry says Marner's back for the penalty kill too.
Yep, could see Mitch Marner on the penalty kill tonight. Yeah, I mean that's a role that he's been playing over the past few seasons. So definitely an opportunity there. How penalty kill is going to get a boost with Marner back. Yeah, I agree. Mitch Marner. Uh, Obviously, he's a multi-purpose player. He can play penalty kill, power play. Mitch Marner can do it all. Uh, so Mitch Marner wasn't named to the All-Star team, but 2 Toronto Maple Leafs were, and those are Austin Matthews, who will be the Atlantic team captain, and Jack Campbell. So 2 Toronto Maple Leafs elected to represent the Atlantic Division in the All-Star game this season.
How many did they take from each division?
I'm not sure the exact number actually, but
All right, I'll look it up.
I did see the lineups and 2 Maple Leafs going. But Austin Matthews and Jack Campbell both having fantastic seasons. Austin Matthews, he set a Maple Leafs franchise record the other night in Arizona for consecutive road games with a goal. He has an opportunity to add to that tonight in St. Louis. It's currently at 9 consecutive games on the road. He scored a goal in, which that's just amazing. And then Jack Campbell, he's been a stud for the Toronto Maple Leafs in goal, a rock back there for them ever since he took over last season.
Yeah, Campbell's been on fire. And yeah, Matthews too. Lately, he's been heating up. Find Matthews has been scoring in kind of pairs again, like he usually does that. But yeah, he's had some big games lately, and both those players definitely deserve to be there. And Brooksy just responded to my question saying at least one player from every team. So, and then the last player is a vote. So I guess that makes sense that you take those 2 players. But I was more thinking like, what about Marner? What about, or not even Marner, Nylander? He's had a huge year this year.
Tavares is a player that has the opportunity to get voted in still.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I guess we got to go vote for Tavares. I mean, I shouldn't say this, but I don't really care about the All-Star game that much. But maybe I'll vote for Tavares just to get him in. You gonna watch it, the All-Star game?
Probably. I'm not sure the exact date of it, but I'll likely watch that. So, as for Jack Campbell, I didn't really talk that much about Jack Campbell. In my opinion, he right now, if the season were to end today, he should be the Vezina Trophy winner for the league's best goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the case. He's got a good record, and then obviously, you know, his personal stats are what they are, and there's not much you can't say bad or negative about Campbell. This season, especially last season, like the guy's just been on fire.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. He's been everything the Toronto Maple Leafs need and more.
I'm trying to get some stats here for other goalies to see. I mean, Shesterkin's had a good year on New York.
Yeah, he's in the mix for sure.
I'd say it's Shesterkin, Campbell, and you know, surprisingly, Anderson's had a pretty good year too. Frederik Andersen.
Fred's having a good season over in Carolina.
Oh my gosh!
I believe that right now the winner would be Jack Campbell. You could also throw Andrei Vasilevsky in the mix.
Yeah, you could. I mean, his stats aren't as good, but he's played more games than anyone.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Saros on Nashville's played a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
But his stats aren't as good. I'd say, yeah, that's the one thing about when you're looking at goalies. Obviously, you have to look at how many wins they have, and obviously like their personal stats, but also the minutes played. And Campbell's played a lot of minutes. He's played 1,500 minutes, 1,600 minutes. That's a lot. I mean, Vasilevsky's paid 1,800, but still, Campbell's played a lot this season.
Yeah, I mean, Peter Mrazek's made 4 starts, and then you have Joseph Fall made a couple starts earlier in the season, but outside of that, it's been all Jack Campbell.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So, yeah, tonight's going to definitely be a great matchup. Toronto Maple Leafs, St. Louis Blues, 2 teams that I believe to be serious threats come playoff time that could do some damage in the playoffs and potentially make a run at the Cup. It's gonna be a good game tonight. And if you haven't already, please make sure you smash the like button and hit the notification bell to be notified every time new content's being released on Maple Leafs Media. The Maple Leafs take on the New York Rangers 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, so not sure if I'll be able to do a show for that. Maybe I'll be able to do a post game. I'll keep you updated, but I'll be trying to do something then. And that's going to be the 5th of a 6-game road trip on Wednesday.
Who do they finish off against next Saturday?
The Islanders on Saturday.
Oh, geez. Yeah. It's going to be a tough couple next games for the Leafs.
Yeah, it definitely will be. And they need to finish strong. They need to figure it out, clean it up, and figure a way to close this road trip out, gain some momentum going back home, because it's been a tough road trip. They've lost 2 of their 3 games on it already. I mean, you could say they've taken 3 of the 6 points, but you lost 2 of the 3 games, and that's the way I'm choosing to look at it.
Yeah, you can spin it positively, but win's a win's, a loss, and at least they've lost 2 of the last 3. So yeah, it's not pretty, especially for a team that we want them to continue to keep that red hot streak. They were on fire for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. And then they had the break where there was a bunch of postponed games, and that maybe it probably derailed them. And when they come back, they won
Yeah.
two games to start out, and this road trip has not been going well. But they have a chance to turn it around tonight. We'll see what they can do in St. Louis, and then Wednesday night they'll take the 5th one in New York. So that's all for today's preview for the St. Louis Blues and Toronto Maple Leafs. Clarky, thanks for coming on here. You got any closing words?
Thanks for having me. Love all the comments in here tonight. Brooksy, Henry, JB, per usual, some familiar names, and appreciate you guys coming on too. Go Leafs, go Bills. Got a big one tonight too, so it's going to be a good night for sports fans.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one. I can't wait. Big games tonight, so I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming on, and everyone, thank you for watching.